That's it, because that's going to be the end of it for me. I'm just not going to do it. I don't care if my daughter loves it, you love it, and my wife loves it anymore. I don't care. That's it. That's going to be the end of it for me. It's over. It's done. It's never going to happen again. I'm never going to put it on again, and it's going to be done. Once they make that creative call, I'm done. I'm done.
The Sledgehammer Wrestling Show.
Heyo, and what is up, gang? Thank you for checking out the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV. My name is Nick Nightmare, and in this episode, we are talking about Saturday night's main event last night. To me, this is just the WWE putting on shows for no reason. There's really no reason for any of this. We had two big comebacks, right? We got to see Jesse the Body Ventura, and that's kind of becoming more of a problem than a positive lately, right? Every time Jesse the Body comes on now, I don't know if he's just trying to be controversial or he's trying too hard to be controversial, that he's getting lost in the sauce a little bit. Jesse the Body Ventura, I have loved this man since I'm knee-high to a grasshopper. I've watched his whole entire... I even liked his movies and all that shit. I'm a big fan of Jesse the Body. But what's wrong with him? He has seen enough professional wrestling that he should know that escaping the ring by the door is just as legit as escaping over the cage. What's the fucking difference if he climbed up over the top or if he walked out the door? He missed the point. And when a guy like Jesse the Body is missing the point in pro wrestling, then maybe it's time we stop bringing him around, right? He tried last time to create this whole controversy about how the champion was pinned or whatever. And now this time, he's literally taking a dump all over Damian Priest for beating Drew McIntyre by walking out of the steel cage. What's the problem? I don't understand. What's the problem? He doesn't get it. He was sending a message. Damian Priest incapacitated Drew McIntyre to the point where he took his time and strolled out the cage door. Very nonchalant. He even stopped and paused and thought for a second, maybe I'll go back in here and beat this guy's ass. No, he's like, screw this. I sent my message. I'm walking out of here. And the whole time, Jesse the Body's like, wait a minute. Who walks out the door? Oh, walking out the door? What? What? My brain was like malfunctioning because I couldn't even believe this man was saying these things. It's like, this is it's always been this way. It's always been this way. Ever since the escape the cage thing has been a thing. You can walk out the door. Why is this a controversy? Maybe it's time to stop bringing Jesse the Body around to do commentary anyway. I don't mind him introducing the show or whatever, but I don't know. It lost me. The cage match itself, very good. Drew McIntyre versus Damian Priest. They went all out. They hit a lot of great spots. It was a very intense cage match. Not quite as good as anything Drew McIntyre did with CM Punk. But I don't know if that was by design. You know, we had no blood. There was no real, real over-the-top spot outside of the concerto at the end to finish everything off. The intensity of this rivalry made it really great. It made this steel cage match need to happen. It was worth having. It was the only match on this card that made any sense to have at all. And I enjoyed it fully with the exception of the Jesse the Body stuff. My favorite match of the night, hands down, this steel cage match. The rest of the show, kind of inconsequential. Two matches existed just for people to surprise return. And what some big surprises they were. The biggest one of the two was in the very first match of the night. We had the tag team match, Seth Rollins and Braun Breaker with their new little faction with Paul Heyman taking on CM Punk and Sami Zayn. And the only reason for this match to exist, or for this match to happen on a Saturday night's main event, is because something's going to go down. Right? Somebody's going to turn on somebody, or somebody's going to do a surprise return and either align with Seth's new faction or go against Seth's new faction with CM Punk and Sami Zayn. A lot of people heading into this match thought that they were going to bet the house that it was going to be Sami Zayn, and I was not on that fence. I did not want to see that. I'm very glad that's not what happened, and I'm even happier to see the return of Bronson Reed, who after the four of these guys went back and forth in a pretty standard tag team match, some good stuff going on. CM Punk pulling out a Code Red out of nowhere. I don't know what the hell that was about. It was a very good match, but the only reason it exists, the only thing it really was about, the return of Bronson Reed, the alignment of him with Seth and Bronson and Braun. Oh my God, Bronson Reed, Braun Breaker, too many B's in this faction. Holy shit. And Paul Heyman, and I like it. I like it a lot. It makes Seth look smart. But it also, if you're smart, makes Seth look kind of like the cheap shit coward that he is, because he knows he's on a path to the championship, and he don't want the guy that almost killed him in the ring with 7 tsunamis making him bleed internally to be across the ring or aligned with his opponents. So the smartest thing to do would be to bring him in, because he knows he ain't got no chance against a Bronson Reed, and to have two heater muscle monsters in your faction, I don't know how that's going to work out, unless maybe Bronson and Braun become a team. I'm going to have to say Bronson and Breaker, because that's going to be too much of a tongue twister going forward. But we'll have to see. I'm in it. I like it. I didn't like that CM Punk had to get squashed by an epic tsunami. I didn't like that. But it is what it is. And going forward, we're going to see some pretty interesting stuff. What wasn't very interesting to me was the impromptu United States Championship women's match that was announced apparently on SmackDown, which mattered so much to me that I guess I didn't hear it, or I forgot about it while I was watching SmackDown. I didn't give a shit about this match, only because it contains Chelsea Green, who I know, take it easy, don't attack me in the comments. I know a lot of you guys all fucking love Chelsea Green and all dig the whole thing, but she's grating to me. I don't enjoy her stuff. I don't enjoy her character. She's probably a wonderful person. I guarantee you she's a wonderful person. She's been in the wrestling business and has survived for over a decade. She's got to have, something, right? But it's just not for me. If it's for you, good on you. Not for me. I happen to enjoy Zelina Vega. I thought it was great, but I was worried this whole time that they put this match together just to give the United States Championship back to Chelsea Green. Luckily, for all of us, that's not, well, for me, I don't know about you, that's not what happened here. Zelina Vega wins the match, avalanche style, Code Red off the top, the second Code Red of the night. I thought that was like a no-no. Aren't you supposed to check with each other, make sure you don't do special moves like that? But hers was coming off the top rope, which made it a little more special than CM Punk's one in the first match. But surprising to me, and happy, very happy for me to see Zelina Vega retain the Women's United States Championship, especially with Puerto Rican Day coming forward in the next week. It'll be cool to have her as a champion. Maybe she'll be at the parade. I don't know. It'll be great. It'll be great for her. It'll be great for me, personally. Just something that I happen to enjoy. But the match itself, take it or leave it. With the exception of a couple key spots, it was alright. I didn't give two shits about John Cena versus R-Truth. R-Truth is not going to beat John Cena. This match was a waste of time. I love R-Truth. I respect R-Truth. I think he's freaking great, right? He's one of the best on the roster, in ring, but mostly on the mic. This is a former world heavyweight champion we're talking about. He ages like fine wine. He don't look a day over 30. He looks like he could be wrestling with everybody else and putting on a good show and putting on a competitive match. But that's not what we got here I did enjoy the entrance. I enjoyed the fact that he came out pretending to be the good version of John Cena. I thought that was great. But that's where it all ended. I thought we would have seen some more back and forth. I thought they would have gave a little bit more to R-Truth, but this was just a John Cena show, right? He did his whole thing. And there was the one dramatic moment at the end where John Cena pretended like he wasn't going to be bad anymore. And he grabbed the title because he was going to hit R-Truth with the title. But then he thought twice about it just for a second. And then threw the title back at the belt. And back at the ref. Threw the belt back at the ref. And then while the ref's back was turned, ball shot, because that's his new finishing move. It's everybody's new finishing move apparently lately. Gets the win by cheating. Defeats R-Truth. This was inconsequential. We all knew what was going to happen here. But they didn't even take the time to really do anything and make it interesting, except for the few little moments where R-Truth pretended to be John Cena, hit him with an AA, tried to get him in the STI, all this shit. It didn't matter. Just like the main event. Really didn't matter. But I'll give them credit. We'll get to that in a second. Third match of the night was the cage match. We talked about that. Thought it was great. Loved it. And we ended the night with the World Heavyweight Championship. Jey Uso, Logan Paul. Logan Paul's not going to win, right? That's what we all thought. It's a foregone conclusion. But John Cena ends up coming out during this match, which nobody expected. Even though there was a moment earlier in the night where John Cena and Jey Uso crossed paths, they are the respective champions of each show, nobody thought anything was going to happen outside of that, right? But John Cena's on a mission to ruin wrestling. Jey Uso's in a match with Logan Paul. And he made that comment about a YouTuber becoming champion, and now this guy's coming out. And for about 30 seconds, my heart was in my throat, because I'm like, holy shit, they're going to fucking do it. They're going to give the belt to Logan Paul, and I'm not going to fucking watch wrestling anymore. That's it, because that's going to be the end of it for me. I'm just not going to fucking do it. I don't care. My daughter loves it. You love it. And my wife loves it anymore. I don't care. That's it. That's going to be the end of it for me. It's over. It's done. It's never going to happen again. I'm never going to put it on again. And it's going to be done. Once they make that creative call, I'm done. Much like Karrion Kross, I feel exactly like that. Oh, look at the fucking YouTuber who just shortcutted his way to matches with fucking AJ Styles at WrestleMania and doing all this great shit and wrestling for the world title at a Saturday night's main event. My ass! Right? Fuck that guy. I ain't on YouTube here trying to get into the fucking ring to become the World Heavyweight Champion. Does that mean I wouldn't if they gave me the opportunity? Probably not, but I probably would have respect for the industry and be like, nah, you know what? I'm good. It would be great, but I'm not going to do that. But again, much like the opening match and its existence for the return of Braun Breaker, this whole thing and the John Cena run-in and the tease and the terrifying scare that they put into everybody that Logan Paul was going to be the world champion was just to bring back the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes. I couldn't have been any fucking happier to see anybody in my whole entire life. It was the greatest moment. And I know a lot of people are tired of Cody, and I know a lot of people are tired of the whoa and the whole thing and everything. But what a great moment to come back and save wrestling. John Cena was literally on the verge of ruining wrestling the way he said he's going to do. And then he came out and Cody saved us. The captain came back to the team. Yeah, he grabbed the mic. He's like, I've been away for a while, but you've ruined wrestling enough. I'm not going to let you do this. And then he lays out a challenge. He's like, oh, so you got Logan Paul? You can fight with me and Jey Uso. Yeet. And that was Saturday night's main event. It was only about the two big returns. We had the decent tag team match. We had the women's matchup, impromptu, out of nowhere, unannounced, except for on Friday. Excuse me, Friday. Overall, a decent show. Saturday night's main event is kind of like a pay-per-view, but not. It's weird. I just wish there was more stuff that happened. Like that moment between John Cena and Jey Uso in the back. Like, there should be more skits, more stuff at a Saturday night's main event. Whereas this is the first one that they've done since they brought it back that really has done things to advance the stories other than just 5 random matches. So I will give them that, and I will give them credit that they almost fucking got me, man. I was sitting there like, holy shit, Logan Paul is about to become the world champion, and I gotta sit here and watch this trash? I'm not doing it. I'm not gonna do it. I was almost gonna leave the room, but then the music hit. There was adrenaline in my soul. Then there came in Cody Rhodes. Took all the pain away. Fantastic. We got to see what's going on moving forward. Thank you for joining me for this review and reactions to Saturday night's main event in this year of 2025. The first one of the year? Is this the second one of the year? There's going to be like 17 more, and then there's going to be a Money in the Bank in 2 weeks, which is going to be great. We'll be back here for that. Hope to see you guys there. I wasn't here for Backlash because of some personal stuff. That happens. Sometimes things arise. The night of that show, I wasn't feeling too well. My daughter actually also kind of had like a stomach thing, and it just wasn't it wasn't in the cards to do a show for Backlash. But the shorts are up, and I do the little things that with the cards, with the music and the animation and the cool shit and the cap cuts and the TikToks and all that. I do all that shit for you guys and for me because I like doing it too. Thank you once again for being here. My name is Nick Nightmare. This has been the Sledgehammer Wrestling Show right here on Sledgehammer TV, and we will see you next time. And if you're bored, until then, check out one of these. Thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day, and I'll see you later.